Real reason why I haven't really been training Muay Thai so much lately. The vibes were just crazy. We actually left Thailand. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been absolutely, I think it's been over a year since I filmed a YouTube video, and I've been getting so many comments and messages asking me to come back to YouTube. Well, not so many, I'm not going to act like I'm a huge YouTuber, but I've been getting a fair amount of comments and messages asking me to bring back my YouTube channel. So, and I did a poll on my Instagram the other day and I got quite a few votes to come back to YouTube. So if you voted, this is for you guys. It feels really awkward because I haven't actually sat down and done a proper long form video in ages, so bear with me. It might be a little bit choppy because I need to get into the rhythm of everything again. So yeah, I don't even know where to start. So the last year has been absolutely crazy. So much has happened in the space of not even a year. It's mental when you look back at it. So obviously I did my retreat. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok or anything, then you probably would have seen like my stories and my videos about the retreat and just how unbelievable it was. Like, still to this day I'm still in shock about how incredible it was. Like, I cannot believe just how well and how smooth it went and how incredible all of the girls were. We had 11 girls, I know we had 10 girls from all over the world. It was just the best group of girls. That we all got on so well, and the vibes were just crazy. Like, honestly, I can't describe it to you because it was so amazing. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it was amazing, it was so good, it's so good, because it was undescribable. Like, you can't even put into words how amazing it was. But it was really just so, I don't have the words to describe it, but just seeing these women come together, training Muay Thai, some for the first time, some, coming on their own and stepping outside of their comfort zone. Like, it was absolutely, like, it was the most amazing thing that I've ever done. We're doing another one this year, which is super exciting. So some of the girls who came last year are going to be coming back again this year. It'll be around the same time, so November time. We'll definitely be back in Thailand, back at a Muay Thai camp in November for another. We might do 2 weeks this time because the girls, we did 10 days last time and the girls were saying that it wasn't long enough and they wanted to stay for like a month. So we're going to do 2 weeks this time. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. I don't even know what my last YouTube video is about. I think my last YouTube video was actually me going to visit the gym where we were doing the retreat at. That's how long ago I haven't done YouTube. But yeah, since then I went to Malaysia for 2 weeks, came home. I think I even did my high rocks. Did I do my high rocks in Bangkok last? I don't even know where. I don't even know the last time that I updated you guys. I'm going to turn the car off. That might help with the sound as well. But it's so hot in the car. But yeah, I think I even did my high rocks in Bangkok, which is incredible. Really want to do another one, but I'm a little bit scared. Then we went back to Thailand for I think like 2 months, and then we actually went home back to the UK for 5 months, 6 months. Which honestly, that just felt like a bit of a dream. Like, we were staying in Jake's parents' house because obviously we knew it was only temporary. We knew we were only going to be there for a few months while we kind of waited to move on and take our next step. So we weren't in like a place where we could be super comfortable or commit to things. Like, we didn't have a car, so I couldn't train Muay Thai because the nearest Muay Thai gym was miles away. And if you know the UK, everything is so expensive in the UK. The bus into town was like £12 just to get into town and back. Taxis are crazy expensive, so we didn't really end up doing anything. It felt, honestly, it just felt like a bit of a dream. We were just kind of, and obviously going from living in Thailand for 3.5 years to then going back to the UK was a little bit depressing, to say the least. Still trained, still did what I could, but there was no Muay Thai, and it was just a bit of a blur, really. I feel like I wasn't awake during that time that I was home. And now, again, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok or anything, you probably already know, but we are actually in Australia. So we're in Perth, Australia now. We got here at the end of December last year, so we've been here for nearly 2 months now, which is crazy to say. So in the last year, we've literally moved country again. We now live in Perth. We've been home for 5 months. I did a high rocks in Bangkok, did like 10k races, 5k races, held a women's only Muay Thai retreat in Thailand, planning another one for this year. Went to Malaysia for 2 weeks. Like, this last year has been like, we've done so much this last year, so it does feel nice to be settled. Like, we've got we're in a house share, so we've got a room in a house share, and it's nice to be like settled down for a bit, not have to pack up our bags every 2 weeks and move somewhere else. But ultimately, the reason why we actually left Thailand is because we had visa issues. I'm going to turn the car back on. Sorry if it's noisy, but it is. What's the temperature? Oh, it's only 34 degrees outside, but it's boiling in the car. So I need that aircon because it is so hot. But yeah, the reason why we actually left Thailand was visa issues. So we had, obviously we were on the student visa for three years, and 3 years is the maximum time that you can do it. We do want to get a DTV visa eventually. This is why I'm not good at filming content anymore. I swear to God, I've turned 30 and I just don't know how to use my phone anymore. No, I was just filming. I was speaking directly to the camera for like 20 minutes. Looked at the footage after and it stopped filming after about 6 minutes. So I've been to the gym, I've been out for food, and I'm going to finish off the vlog, finish what I was saying. So sorry if it's a little bit disconnected. I think I got up to saying just about, I think for a DTV you need 10 or 12,000 pounds in the bank, like just sitting there, not including money that you're actually going to spend. So you need to have like a good amount of money in the bank to be able to do that, which we didn't have at the time. We are very comfortable where we are, and we like where we are, and like I was saying, we are enjoying the things that we couldn't necessarily enjoy when we were in Thailand. So, you know, we're making the most of our time here. I don't know how long we're going to be here for. We are definitely going back to Thailand in November for the retreat, like I was saying, but who knows, because we're in a really good position at the moment. So Jake and I both actually have fallen into really good jobs. So I've actually got a job working in a riderwear gym, which is super exciting. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've been working with riderwear as a sponsored athlete for, it's got to be coming up to like 4 years now, because I remember when I got the sponsorship, it was around the time that I moved to Thailand. So it's got to be coming up to about 4 years now. And obviously it is an Australian company, and I knew that there was riderwear gyms here, so I was super excited to train in the riderwear gyms. And I saw the week that I got here, moved into our new place, I saw that there was an opening, like a job opening to work in my local riderwear gym. Long story short, got the job and now I'm working in a riderwear gym, which is so cool. And Jake, he has actually got a manager job in a Muay Thai gym, so he is completely running a Muay Thai gym. He's also the Muay Thai coach and the S&C coach there, so he's kind of doing a bit of everything. I barely see him now though, so he starts at like 5:45 in the morning and he finishes at, some nights he'll finish at like 8:30. Obviously he does have a gap in the middle, but it's very much like, luckily we've got this car because it's very much back and forth all the time. And also one thing about Perth is everything is so spaced out. Like to get anywhere, if you want to go anywhere, it's like a 25 minute drive. Obviously that depends where you live, but if you want to go to the beach, it's like a 15-minute drive. If you want to go to like work or the gym, it's like 20 minutes, and everything is just so far away. Like I've found that I'm spending so much money on petrol and I'm spending so much time driving, but I do really like Perth so far. It's really nice, you know, we've fallen into good jobs, we're comfortable, and we're enjoying good food, good gyms, and just consistent like weather. There's no power cuts, there's no like random floods, there's no storms yet anyway. So we are enjoying the consistency of being in Perth, and we're going to enjoy it for a little bit longer. So I don't know when we're going to go back to Thailand, but the plan is we do want to go back on the DTV visa eventually and do 5 years, and do another 5 years there. Just not yet. Had to pause the video to check back that it was filming, and it's filming, so we're all good. And yeah, so with that in mind, so with Jake now working in a gym and us being like a little bit more settled in, one of my goals is to get back into Muay Thai. So when we were at home, like I said, I wasn't training Muay Thai at all. It just wasn't convenient. We didn't have a car, and like, you know, so I haven't been training Muay Thai consistently, which I'm a little bit disappointed about, but that is my goal. Now that we're settled, now that we've got a place, we've got a car, we're settled into our routine with our new jobs, I do want to get back into it. I did go to a session yesterday at Jake's gym. It's called Champions Gym. I don't know what the one I went to yesterday was, but it was only me and 2 other guys, and they were like complete beginners. So I think I went to like a beginner class, which I'm actually kind of grateful for, because obviously I haven't trained in ages. The reason why I haven't actually been training super consistently or super hard lately is this is actually something that I've wanted to speak about, and something that I haven't actually spoke about on Instagram before. I've not really like spoke to anyone about it really, except from Jake and maybe my sister are like the only people that I've actually spoke to about. So basically when I did my fight camp last year, I started getting heart palpitations, and I just thought, oh, it's because I'm training really hard. You know, I'm training like 4 or 5 hours a day, it's super hot, I'm sweating loads, like I was making sure to drink my electrolytes and things like that, and I just thought maybe it's because I'm really fit, my resting heart rate is really low. And sometimes that is known to happen with like professional athletes, is sometimes your resting heart rate goes super low, that occasionally you'll just have a heart palpitation because your body's like, oh, this is a bit too low, like, are we alive, basically. So I thought it was that, but then it got to the point where it was happening like all the time. Like during the day, in the evening, like pretty much every single day, or there was an odd day here and there where it wouldn't happen. I also thought it could have been hormonal because I did have the contraceptive implant at the time, and I think you're only supposed to have it in your arm for 3 years, and obviously where I was in Thailand I actually had it in for 4 years. So I got that removed just after my high rocks, and I wanted just to see how my body reacted to it basically. And when I got it out, I will say that the heart palpitations did calm down a lot. Like they were definitely less frequent, and I was only getting them like around my period, maybe like they'd still happen a lot, but definitely a lot less than when I was like full on in fight camp and still had the implant in. So then it was only really happening like around my period. It happened for like a week in the lead up to my period, but they'd still be quite intense, and it got to the point where I was just having like massive panic attacks about like it would happen, and then I would just spiral basically into like massive health anxiety. And I feel like over the last year I've really been struggling with like health anxiety because of it. Again, this isn't something that I've actually spoke about on my Instagram, so it feels like, I don't know, it just feels like I don't know. Bearing in mind as well, I'm not a doctor, so anything that I say is just all on my own experiences and my own, like, you know, good old trusted Google, so don't take anything that I say for like medical advice or anything. So yeah, things started to get a little bit better when I got my implant out, but it was still happening regularly. And then obviously we went home, so I went to the doctor about it. I had an ECG done and I had blood tests done, and everything came back fine. The doctor said like clear, like no issues. All he said was don't drink caffeine, don't do intense workouts. And I was like, well, that's basically my life, so I need to keep doing intense workouts. Eat 3 meals a day, you know, the bog standard advice that doctors always give you. So I don't drink caffeine anymore. I'm decaf tea, decaf coffee kind of girl now, which is good because you can't get decaf coffee anywhere in Thailand. So I'm happy to be drinking decaf coffees and teas here in Australia. After I had my blood test and everything done, it was still happening, so I went back to the doctor and actually sat down and spoke with him, because before it was just, I just got booked in for an ECG. I didn't actually go in and speak to anyone. So I went in after and spoke to them and said, look, I've had the ECG, I've had the blood test, everything's come back normal, but I'm still having these heart palpitations. At that point they were getting less frequent, which obviously I was really happy about, but I was in my head at that point and I was really anxious about it. I didn't want to work out, I didn't want to be alone because I was scared that something was going to happen when I was on my own. And I was just kind of spiraling basically. Anytime I'd have a slight heart palpitation, it would just turn into a massive panic attack, and it's just been something that I've been dealing with like on the side in private for the last year. Yeah, I went back to the doctor. Sorry, this story is probably going to be all over the show. I'm not very good at telling stories, but I went back to the doctor and actually sat down and spoke to someone, and he basically said sometimes it's something that you just have, like some people just have heart palpitations and it's fine, like people can just live with it. We can give you medication if you want and it will slow your heart rate down. And I was like, I don't want it to slow my heart rate down because I feel like my heart's stopping, and like that's just gonna make my health anxiety even worse. Anyway, I did like a lot of research and I've googled it and stuff like that, and I think it is just something that was triggered maybe hormonally, because occasionally in the lead up to my period, or sometimes a few days on or after my period, it will happen, but they're only really subtle now, and they don't, I now no longer spiral into like a huge panic attack. Like I actually had a couple yesterday, but they were only really small, and you'd be so proud of me guys, I managed to stay calm, I didn't have a panic attack. So things are definitely getting better with that, and because of that it does make me want to get back into training and back into Muay Thai and back into training hard. I am still nervous, like sometimes when I train really hard, or if I do something and I'm really out of breath, I do have a little bit of a moment where I kind of panic a little bit and I can't catch my breath back, and I get a little bit freaked out. But it's a process of just learning to trust my body again, and just kind of learning to live with it almost, because again, I'm not a doctor, I don't know, but it does sound like it's just something that women have to deal with. Like, shock, another thing that women have to deal with that's understudied, I know. So my plan of action now is to slowly ease myself back into it. Like I went yesterday and it was fine. I did get a little bit panicky at one point, but I was just so in my head, and I was nervous anyway about trying a new gym. So yeah, so the plan is I'm going to ease myself back into it over the next couple of weeks, slowly build my way up to training a good amount again. And I really just want to get back into Muay Thai. I was watching some of my old vlogs the other day, and from when I was in fight camp, and I just love it so much. Like, it made me want to fight. Obviously I'm not going to fight, I'm not even going to say that I'm going to fight, because I feel like my heart will be like but potentially I want to work my way up to that point again, not necessarily to fight. I'm not going to say that I'm going to fight, because otherwise everyone will be messaging me like, when are you going to fight, when are you going to fight? But I would like to get back into it, maybe do an interclub, maybe see how that goes, and then I don't know, take it from there basically. I'm not putting any pressure on myself, because at the end of the day, I'm dealing with some stuff, I'm dealing with some anxiety, and I want to try and work through it at my own pace without any pressure of having to fight or whatever, you know. And it's just a mindset thing as well, like just getting into the mindset of actually being able to train and not freaking out about it. And not sitting on the sofa at 10 p.m. at night and worrying that I'm having a heart attack, you know what I mean? So it's just something that I'm working through. I know it's like, I feel like it only makes sense if you've ever had or deal with health anxiety. If you don't, then it does sound ridiculous. And even when I say it out loud, sometimes I feel so stupid because I'm like, I know that I'm not having a heart attack, but my brain has convinced myself that I'm having a heart attack. And I literally, there's been times where I've sat there like crying my eyes out, nearly on the phone to 999 because I'm convinced that something's happening. Poor Jake's had to deal with this for over a year. He's had to check my pulse a million times and tell me that I'm not having a heart attack. That's the real reason why I haven't really been training Muay Thai so much lately, and why I've just kind of stepped away from fighting. So who knows where the next couple of weeks are going to go. And I just thought, what a good way to bring back YouTube while I'm bringing Muay Thai back into my life, and while I'm hopefully going to be training at a good level. I am going to be trying to film as much as I can. Obviously it is very different to filming in Thailand, so I don't know what I'm going to be able to film. It is a learning curve, like it's a new gym, so it's a new adventure, seeing what I can film, seeing what I can get for you guys and things like that. But that's the plan. I'm not going to waffle anymore because I appreciate this video is probably very boring for you guys. I'm just sat here talking to the camera, so not much is going on, and I do appreciate that. But I just wanted to give you guys a little introduction and a little update as to what's been happening in my life the last year and what the plan of action is moving forward. So yeah, I think that's everything. So thanks for watching, and I'm so used to on these videos saying don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to watch my, I can't remember what I used to say, what I used, if you want to watch my journey to my first Muay Thai fight in Thailand or something like that. But I'm not, I need to find a new outro because that's not the deal anymore. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to watch my journey to getting back into Muay Thai, training hard again, learning to trust my body, that kind of thing, then yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow along.